How's everybody doing tonight? If you don't mind, go ahead and like the video, share it. Helps us get this monster field out to everybody to see. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and share it myself. How's everybody doing tonight? Who all's watching? Sorry guys, trying to multitask real quick, trying to share the video. Alright. So it looks like D's up at the table. It looks like he took straps. This is a nice little breakout. Got really good on the 15. Probably just going to lag it over into the hole. Stay roughly below the side pocket. Maybe up towards it. I don't think he's going to hit this very hard at all, though. Nope. He's trying to bump the 9 out. That's a pretty good positional play right there. From here, I do believe that the 10 goes by what looks to be the 3 ball up in the corner. And if it does, he just plays a stop shot. If it doesn't, then might be looking at coming out for the 13, but he kind of has to get on the high side of the table, and that still doesn't help with the 10. Got a little tester here, nothing that Adkins can't make, but actually I don't know if that 13 will go by the 2. It's kind of tight. Even if it does, I mean, getting anything good on the 10 isn't really all that great. I think he might be banking it, actually. Oh, nope. Okay. That's a really nice shot. I didn't think he could play off the 5. I thought he was hitting it a lot thinner. Now it looks like he's probably going to have to play into the 8. And you don't really want to draw because the 8 doesn't go down here. The 7's got that pocket blocked. I mean, I don't know if he can avoid hitting the 8 altogether. Yeah, that's less than ideal. I think he wanted to get it a little thinner to leave it to where it would go by the 6, but he's called it straight back. Play at pocket speed, maybe. I don't know. He's just going to go all out to make it. And he's, that's unfortunate. I guess D's already up 1. Sorry guys, we got the stream running a little late tonight. We've been running around trying to get everything running smoothly here. I've been trying to help out calling matches, running the bracket, and I'm probably still going to be doing that. I know for sure I'm running the bracket, so if at any point you see or hear anything, because I forget to mute this, apologize. So from here, he might, yeah, he's overrun it a little bit. I mean, he can make the cut in the corner down here. Problem is that 3, and there's not a way to really break it out without having an issue with the 8. I mean, I don't know if it'll go off the backside of the 8. If it goes off the backside of the 8, that's great, but I think the 3 is just too far in front of it. Gary, no problem. I appreciate you tuning in. If you guys don't mind, like, share. Shares really help it out. I mean, without you guys, there's no real reason to have this whole setup going, and we'd appreciate if you would help us get it out to as many people as humanly possible. That's... He can make it. I mean, it should be obvious if it's a bad hit. He's probably going to play it rail first over here. Oh no, he's going just for the clean hit. Wow. That's a little brutal. So I do believe D does have a game already. I guess the 8's got him hooked to where he can't make the 3. I mean, this is the best chance you're going to have to make it. Sorry about that. Was reporting a score real quick. Trying to do 30 different things at once. Also trying to figure out what I want to eat because I haven't had any food in quite a while. That's dangerous. I mean, I don't know what D's supposed to do here. Because even if you make it, you're going to have to cheat to the left side of the 8, and the cue ball likes to follow it in, so he's probably just going to bump the 3. Kind of, oh. Didn't know he could go from the backside. Didn't think he had the angle for that one. Chris is in a tough spot. I always forget how well D moves. This might actually come up dry. It's probably a little puzzling for D. I think stripes should move. I mean, every single one of the stripes is good except for the 9 ball, because I'm pretty sure, I think that might be the 12 goes down past the 3 ball. Best opening shot is probably the 15. You can float up for the 10, or you can try and kill it and stay under the 1. I guess he would rather take 1. The only thing I don't like is the 2 and 7, which the 7's makeable. Like, it's not any issue, but I guess the 9 is just a lot of a back cut, trying to get it into the, actually I don't know if you can back cut it, it might be too close to the 8. Right here, he can either play this ball, if he shoots the 5, he can play this ball soft and float over for the 7, and that'll give him a pretty good chance to get on the 2. Or he can play it hard and he can go into the little pile down there. It's tied up 2 of the stripes too, so that's going to really come in clutch for him. That was a really good breakout by Chris. Don't have to do anything fancy, just float down to leave yourself a little bit of an angle on the 2, but not too terribly much.
Just the short though. Just the short. Draft short? Yeah, just the draft short.
Just like that. Now you can play up, back for the 4 on the side. It looks like he's probably going to put a little bit of outside on this to try and make sure it holds the line. I don't really like playing a force follow on this personally. You can use top just to, you see, that's why I didn't like playing a force follow, because you're taking too much chance of bringing the 8-9 into play. Might have, I don't think he can see any of it. Might have got fortunate enough to where he can see a piece of it, but now he's kicking at the side. So for everyone who doesn't know, we are playing BCA rules, call ball, call pocket, jump cues are allowed. Beautiful kick by Chris. Call ball, call pocket, jump cues are allowed. Race to 6 on the winners, 4 on the losers. This is a memorial tournament for a local legend here in the Louisville, Kentucky pool scene. His name was Goldie. Well, his nickname was Goldie. Stand-up guy. Everyone around here misses him a lot. Can't believe he overcut that ball. He left it pretty all right. I mean, it's really close to that. Can't really tell what ball it is. If he can actually see what looks to be the 15, I think that's the shot, because you're able to cue on the entire cue ball without having to worry about anything. Yep. Now he's going to have the 12 on the side, I think. I think it's the 12. And depending on the angle he got, if he stays just barely below the other ball in the middle of the table, he can use that ball to break out the 2. They're kind of tied up. I can't tell if they're wired to the pocket or not. I don't think they are. got a little funny on it. This angle's going to take him into the 6. Oh no, he's just going to spin the cue ball around. Nine ball, 10 ball, 8 ball. Putt out for D. Nothing too difficult. Nah, he's fine. Looked like he was going to overrun it, but he's perfect. Just going to float, probably go 2 rails back out to the middle of the table. I don't know, just killed it. Thought he was just going to play back and forth. Chris just gives him the game. I don't blame him. We all know D's not going to miss that straight in 8 ball. I do believe I have the score right, but just in case, I'm going to walk over and check the coins. So I shall be right back. I don't know if Chris has had to move his yet or not. It is 3-0. Oh, another rule, BCA is open after the break no matter what you make. You're not married to what you make, which is very nice. Everything seems to be pretty out in the open right here. I mean, he's probably just going to play this 10 ball all the way down. Might either slightly draw back for the 13 in the side, or he might roll forward for the 14 in the side and then play a stop shot off that to get the 13 down in the corner. The 14 might actually go down all the way down here in the corner pocket between the 15 and the 8. And if that's the case, he can, if he gets a good enough angle, he can roll straight down to try and give himself a better shot on the 15. Or he's probably just going to play this with some follow. It's a tight window to land in, but when you have a good cue ball as good as D's, he can probably make it work. Didn't think he had the angle to hit it, that's for sure. Good shot there, just has to worry about the 8 ball getting tied up. It did, and he actually tied up one of Chris's balls in the process. Don't think he's on a scratch angle. I think he can beat the scratch by putting top on the ball. Didn't think that he was going to scratch, but thin cuts like that, sometimes it's hard to try and beat it. And just like that, 4-0 D with a break and run. Guys, I do appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight. We are live from Rail Yard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky. This is the Goldie 8-ball Memorial Pool Tournament played on diamond bar boxes. Tomorrow we're going to be coming back live. We're going to be playing the remainder of this tournament. We haven't quite decided yet how late we're going to go. I think we only had 27 people, but we didn't get started until about 8:30 or so. We'll be finishing this tournament tomorrow, and then tomorrow at noon before we even start play for the 8-ball tournament at noon, we're going to run the player meeting for a handicapped one-pocket tournament. We're going to be using the Adkins handicap system. Most people probably know roughly what it is. We'll be probably streaming, trying to jump back and forth between bar box action, one pocket action. We've got a monster field here. So we've got some local players, some really good local players, and then we've got some top pros like Robert Frost, and we've got Lou DeMarco. Feder was going to be here. I do think he's going to try and make it tomorrow for the one pocket. I'm not 100% sure about that. That is to be continued. Or to be decided later. But we've got Robert Frost, Cash and Keaton's in the house, but he's not in the bar box 8-ball tournament.
Okay, in the first thought I have, I'm just not putting them together.
Payne McBride, Riley Adkins, D. Atkins.
Okay, maybe I'm getting all my bad
Got
thoughts out.
quite a few really, really solid players. Looks like D's going to close this rack out with another breaking run too. That was quick. And just like that, 5-0. D. Atkins is on the hill. If you guys don't mind liking and sharing, once again, I'm going to keep asking for that all night because it helps the page, helps the haul. And, I mean, other people might want to watch the action too. And then if you don't mind, drop a comment and let me know if I'm too loud, talking too quiet. I've got a mixer over here. I can adjust how loud, how quiet I am. If you don't mind, just drop a comment, let me know. Appreciate you all for tuning in. D made a ball on the break, and I think he's going to try and shoot for the stripes myself. I don't know that for sure, though. No, I think he's shooting at the 5, yep. Okay, he was using the 5 to come down and break out the 7-3, but kind of tied it up more. Or at least the 7-ball. Alright, everyone's saying quiet, so we're gonna... How's that sound? Is that any better? I'm also trying not to scream into this mic, so... Let's see, he can play the 1 in the side, and that actually might give him a pretty... He might draw it back just a hair, and that'll give him a pretty decent angle to play the 3 down in the bottom left corner with a little bit of top inside. Oh, he's going to play for the 3 now to break it out. It was a good shot. I don't see any problem balls. He's going to play the 7, then he's going to play the 1 in the side, probably. Good shot there. He might be on the wrong side of the 1, so he might end up using a little bit of top inside to try and come off the rail and get in between. No, he just took his medicine. Didn't try to get too fancy with it. He knows he can make the ball, so he just went ahead and pocketed the 1, took his medicine. Nice little cut all the way down the rail, and just like that, do believe D... I don't No, maybe now he's on the hill. I guess his coin was off one. That might be dry. This will be Chris's first time up to the table in 2 racks, I think. I didn't see him make anything. Let's see here. I think solids are the move here because the 8-ball is kind of in a rough spot to pocket anywhere, unless you end up moving the 4 and the 3-ball. Lawrence, man, I'm trying. This has just been a busy day. I'm gonna get it together here at some point. I just need a. I also need a Red Bull. I think I'm gonna grab one of those here in a little bit. Let's see, what's the opening shot? The opening shot's gonna be the 12-ball. The thing he has going for him is the 13 is kind of, that's less than ideal. I think he was wanting to bump that a little bit. I know you are. I know you are, Lawrence. So you might tackle the 13 now. Hold on 1 second, guys. Got to report a score. All right, let's see. Where are we at now? Doesn't really have a great option. I think the 5th. I mean, it's tight. I don't really think the 15 goes in the side. What he can do is play a. Is he playing a cross side? No, it don't go. The 6 is there. Cross corner? All the way. Wow.
I was actually going to say the same thing, so. You go ahead. You play this one. All right, perfect.
Can't tell which side of the ball he's on, but if he's on the bottom side of it, which I don't think he is, I think he's on the top side of it, if not just completely straight in. If he was on the bottom side of it in any way, shape, or form, he could go down and bust out everything without having to really turn the cue ball loose, which ended up working out okay as far as not getting anything else tied up, but did not leave himself with anything really. I don't know if he called that ball going to that pocket, but if he did, that was a valiant effort. I think D's pretty much got, yeah, he had the perfect angle to get down there and tear the 8-ball out. Now he's kind of created a problem for himself though with the 15. I'm trying to think if he could possibly. I think the angle's too. I think he's hitting the ball too thick. If he could back cut it and really put a bunch of left on the cue ball when it comes to the 9, he might have been able to swing out 3 rails and get down there around the 8 and the 15. Really gonna let the stroke out here, I think. I don't know. He was just gonna play the bank. So I do believe that once Kyle gets done with his match, he's going to be hopping in here with me and probably giving me a break. But at the moment, this is a one-man show. Letting Kyle get out there and enjoy all the festivities when it comes to playing in the tournament. I'm just going to be stuck back here behind the booth for the rest of the night. We do have a couple of matches on deck at the moment. I think I'm about getting ready to call them. I've got one match that I think is going to go on this table next, and I think everyone's going to like it. Should be a really good one. If you go look at the bracket, I'm pretty sure you can figure out where I'm going with it. Slow rolls that one. Now, I think he's got 2 options here. I don't know if he's dead straight on the ball. He's only got 1. If he's dead straight, he has to draw it back for the 3. But if he has any kind of angle, he can use top and either left or right to get back up for the 3. Knowing Chris and the way he shoots, yeah, he's going to use bottom on it. And he's actually left himself a pretty good angle to get down here for the 8-15 breakout. Really nice shooting. Oh, he's going to play for the bank on the 8, I think. Got kind of wide on it. This is a make or break moment for sure. Oh, he nailed it. It was a beautiful out. Really gutsy by Chris, but it was really good. Got another score coming back here. 1 second, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Was having a quick chat with one of the players. Everyone's trying to figure out. Everyone's trying to figure out how many rounds we're gonna run tomorrow, and I keep telling everybody that we are, or run tonight, and I have to tell everybody that that decision is not mine. Lawrence, who are you talking about? Talking about Isaac Stevens? Wouldn't have thought Chris would miss that ball. I don't think he tried to do anything fancy with it either. I think he just missed it. I don't know if he can make the 15. I don't think he can, but he might be able to play the 9 on the side and draw into the 4-15 to kind of get a little more separation. Lawrence, I do not think Isaac is here. I haven't seen him all day, but I don't think he's here. Well, D's got a pretty good angle here. The 10 ball, I don't think it's right on the point. Like, I think he's got plenty of space, but he got straight enough that it didn't matter. The biggest problem I see is being on the 8. I don't know if the 8 goes by the 6. It kind of looks like it might. Yeah, I guess it goes. And guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go call a match out.